Hey guys, day number 8 of the Molten Strike of the Zenith Juggernaut. This is the map we're going to do, little 8 mod, tier 16, Jungle Valley. We did talk over to Jungle Valley, and here's our cartography scarabs, because we've been getting asked about them. So 2 scarab and a monstrous lineage, 2 cartography scarabs, 1 escalation, 1 corruption, and then 1 influence scarab of hordes. Domination craft on the map. And then here is our map tree, our atlas tree, sorry. And we're just going Exile packs here, scarabs, and then all of the map nodes at the bottom. And let's get into the map showcase. Only doing this because skipped one yesterday. These are a little bit quicker than defiled cathedrals too. So just going to show what we have been doing. Managed to get plenty of playtime the last day or so, and gonna get plenty tonight and even tomorrow. So you can see that we have hit level 99 now. We are about 33% of the way to 100, so should be hitting that either tonight or tomorrow afternoon, depending how much we can live in maps and how much we need to liquidate. But we just brought a fresh batch of 100 maps to do, so that should last us a good few hours. Might have to refresh today. Probably going to run at least 100 of these today. We are constantly omened up. So we have got, I'll just quickly open my inventory here. We've got Omen of Amelioriation. So it prevents 75% of the XP loss when we die. So if we do happen to die, have died once since I hit level 99, it will only take 2.5% of the level off us instead of 10%. So that is what we are. That's what we've got in our inventory. So this strat, it's not the most efficient, to be honest with you, but I just like how easy it is. Like, you're not gonna die. I also like how many mobs are on the map. You get like a lot of XP per map. And yeah, I just think it works well. It's just super easy, right? Super safe. Like, I really like going to 100, so that's the reason why I'm running these at the minute. I like that it like provides its own maps as well. You don't have to sit there and roll your own maps or mess about with buying them with a regex. And yeah, it's just quite a laid back farm, to be honest with you. It's definitely like my early game farm of choice. You make plenty of currency, like the batch of 100 scarabs, because they're cheap. We didn't even have to liquidate anything from the previous batch. It was just all of the raw chaos we had just went straight into the next batch. And I'm sitting on, I don't know, like 25 to 30 div of scarabs right now, just from the last batch. Wealthy Exile saying we're making about 8 divine an hour, I think, and that's not including the 8 mods that we are bulk selling on TF2. So just finish up this map, skipping the boss other than when a invitation is ready, and then we just kill the boss for the 70C or whatever the invitations are worth. Got plenty of build changes to talk about, so let's get out of this map and go through those. So, we have, first things first, we have got our valakos online. So our valakos Storm's Embrace, what it does is it makes maximum fire res. It makes your maximum cold and lightning res become your maximum fire res. So you can see here they're all 86, and that's just because we're going into like fire res here. We've got fire res on chest, fire res from Dying Sun, which pushes us to 90%. And this has actually increased our LE max hit by, it went from 77% to 90% across the board. And this Dying Sun is just up nearly all the time while we're mapping. So this has just sent our LE max hit through the roof. Like, it is very crazy. That is really like the framework of tankiness for elemental, especially for Jug, I feel like. is getting a valakos, getting 90 all res. I don't think you really need it in like late game versions of the build, but and I don't think Connor plays it in his like Giga Giga POB. But for now, this is like how we're going to be playing this, just because it's so tanky when it comes to elemental damage. What else did we go through? We dropped Enhance and Withering Step because we weren't using it anymore. It was in here. We did the whole of 98 to 99 not pressing at once. There's no point. We have Sin's Rebirth, and that just totally takes care of all the withered that we want to put on bosses, essentially. Um, we re-roll our Exile implicit from uh, increased aura effect into maximum fire res. So obviously now with valakos, this gives us +2 to all elemental max resists, which is kind of insane. So I grabbed a well-rolled Rumi's concoction. Huh. Yeah, got some guy asking in local while I'm actually filming. Hello, yeah. Yes, I'm the Glupshitto YouTuber. Yeah. Uh, I'll leave this in actually rather than edit it out. So if that guy sees it, he can laugh at that. Okay, Rumi's concoction. Decently rolled one. We corrupted it. Didn't hit higher quality, but it has got an increased duration because of the quality. So we're sticking with this for now. I think this was like 60C or something. Check the price tracker. Grabbed a Dying Sun. This was 7 Divine. I'm so shocked how expensive these are. I'm used to this being like a 5C unique. And yeah, this was 7 Divine. And then I used a further 6 Divine on rolling it, trying to get that less duration down. And we could only get to 47%. And I was like, I'm just not pumping any more divines into rolling this because this is just wasting my divines. I would have sat there the whole day and just put my whole stack of divines into this. What else did we grab? We grabbed a Crown of Eyes. It is +2 AoE, +2 aura. This was 5 divine. So the +2 AoE actually, if you didn't know, actually increases the level of most auras too. So this has given us +4 to our Purity of Fire, which put us over the threshold to go up from 85 to 86 max fire res. And it also increased our Purity of Element, so that gave us a little bit more elemental resist too. So I grabbed a level 7 Blood and Sand, and we swapped this for Flesh and Stone. So this made us a little bit less tanky, but because I'm only doing tier 16s or tier 16.5s, that's not really an issue. We've just got more damage here now from this. It also helped with our mana reservation. We came out of the points here, came out of the 12% mastery, and we're still fine with mana. Whereas when we had Flesh and Stone, it was a little bit of a issue mana-wise. Okay, so reason I'm in Purity of Fire and Purity of Elements. So the Elemental Ailment immunity on Purity of Elements has just made it really, really comfortable. We're Shock Immune from this, Scorch Immune, which is on Exarch Altars, Ignite Immune. That was a big issue, was dying to fat ignites. And yeah, it's just super comfy, like chill. And I'm pretty sure Frozen is covered by Jug as well, but I'd have to look it up. So that is why we are still in Purity of Elements. On top of that, because we swapped to Purity of Elements, it's kind of fixed our Ellie res too, right? Like we were sort of building around having Purity of Elements on, and that is now like, if I turn it off, you'll see my Ellie resists. I will then have to go away and, increase these all to like over 90 now. So it's relieving a lot of the suffix pressure off that. So that's the reason why I went into Purity of Fire and Purity of Elements. Don't really think I need Determination. because we're chaos, there's not really a good aggressive one, I think. So that's the reason we have this aura set up. I think that's it. Next, you see how we're doing on currency. We're sitting on 32 raw divine, a bunch of stuff to liquidate as well. Probably I think the last wealthy exile I done before the last batch was 80 divine of like scarabs and bubblegum currency to convert up. So we're sitting pretty good on currency. I think the next upgrade is a Nimbus, and that will allow us to come out of return and projectiles here. So this will be a big damage increase because it won't have the less damage multiplier while still returning the projectiles to us. And yeah, that's the direction I'm going with the build, actually. Yeah, I think that's it. Do a quick Discord chill. Been helping out with some of the boys. If they've had issues with builds, especially builds I've played either this league or last league. Hopefully been a lot of help to them. If you have any issues with this build, any other build you're playing, jump in the Discord or leave a comment under this video and we'll take a look at it. We'll see if we can fix the problems. Okay, that is me done for I think this was day 8, and I'll see you tomorrow for day number 9.